For Your Girl.
That's right, it's a podcast.
It's Pod For Yah Girl.
We're trying to go live.
Pod For Yah Girl. It's Pod For Yah Girl. Go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It is your girl Wagochi here, and welcome back to Pod For Yah Girl. Listen, this episode is solo dolo. I am here, but I have a phenomenal episode for you guys, and I'm super excited to get into our subject on today. But before we go any further, I just want to say happy MLK Day to each and every one of you guys. Listen, I know for me in my house, Martin Luther King is a huge role model. My son, he's only 8. He says he wants to go to Morehouse, and if you ask him why, he's going to say, because that's where Dr. Martin Luther King went. And it's just so phenomenal that he knows that, and we encourage him in that. We teach him about that. And so some of y'all may be out, y'all may be doing an active service on today while you're driving around listening to this podcast. Thank you so much. Those of y'all who are not, if you got today off and you got the kids at home, maybe just read them a story about who Dr. Martin Luther King is. Maybe just, talk to them a little bit about history and what he did for the civil rights movement. I think it's so phenomenal when we can teach our kids about these people who really, really helped to pave a way. Listen, I could tell you right now, I probably wouldn't be able to do this podcast if it wasn't for people like Dr. Martin Luther King. So we look forward to today. I know the commemorative service is probably on TV right now. So, if you have to pause this podcast and come back and listen to it, go watch the commemorative service, maybe watch it with the kids. Do what you got to do to just really celebrate on today the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay? All right. So I just had to tell you guys that, because I know some people, we look at this as just like a day off, but it's truly not. It's a day that really is to commemorate him and to commemorate his legacy. So please take a second to look at it as that. Okay? All right, you guys. So I got a phenomenal topic today. You guys know that we go right into the Go Girl segment, and the Go Girl segment today, I don't have one, I don't have two, I don't even have three, but I got 5 Go Girls for you guys. Okay, I got 5 Go Girls for you guys, and that's 5 women of color. So I got 5 Go Girls for you guys, the top 5 women of color that have inspired me throughout my walk. Some of them have motivated me to pick back up the podcast mic. Some of them have motivated me to pick back up my business. Some of them have motivated me to just continue to go in business. And I want to share them with you guys because I know it's hard to find motivation to do the things that you are called to do business. Sometimes business gets hard. Sometimes finances get hard. Sometimes things get hard. And so it's easy to sit down on your passion and your love for something when it gets hard. And so I don't want y'all to just find inspiration in this podcast, but I want y'all to find inspiration in multiple ways, in multiple shapes and multiple forms. Okay. And so I'm going through the top 5 women for the Go Girl segment. And then, of course, we're going to get back into the Patt Your segment. And then we're going to go straight into Faith Filled. Okay. So let's get started. Number 1, someone that, if y'all don't follow her on social media, y'all definitely need to follow her. Her name is Fawn Weaver. And I first caught wind of Fawn on a podcast that I listened to, that person that is also one of my Go Girls today. So I'm going to save her but I want to give Fawn Weaver her Go Girl, because she really motivated me. She really motivated me to pick back up my business. And some of y'all may know I had a clothing line that I started about 4 or 5 years ago. And I stopped finding passion in it. I stopped doing the things that needed to be done to keep the business running. And overall, I think I was just overwhelmed by the amount of work that it took to sustain the business. And I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a lot of the back end stuff set up. But Fawn, she is the CEO of Uncle Nearest, which is Uncle Nearest is a whiskey company. Now, I don't drink. However, I support this woman. She also wrote a book about her story, about her journey. So she's also an author. She's also a speaker. And yeah, she's just a phenomenal individual that even if you don't drink, you still can purchase her book. You still can, support her business in many other different ways. However, she is just a phenomenal business woman. Her mindset is just so phenomenal. I just was watching a clip from something that she said, and she was talking about your having finances to do something, and she was saying, like, if you think that you're going to fund your business with your savings, then you're wrong. Like, a lot of times you gotta go in and you gotta get debt. You may have to accrue debt to fund your business, but if you try to just only have that one mindset of I gotta save up to just fund my business, then you're never going to be able to really scale to the amount that you really need to scale to, because you're always going to be waiting for more money to come in. You're always going to be waiting to save up, but you need to go out and get the funding for your business, whatever that looks like. Don't just limit your mindset to your savings account, to what you have saved up, but what other resources are there out there for you as a business owner to be able to scale and fund your business. And so that was so powerful, you guys. And I'm telling you, she's just jam packed with so many different business tips and encouragement. And that will really help you if you ever struggle with limiting beliefs and a limiting mindset, to really break past that limiting mindset and see how you can truly get out there and just put one foot in front of the other and start. And so, Fawn Weaver, I want to say, go girl, for all of the amazing things that you're doing. She paved the way for a lot of women of color. How many women of color do y'all know that have a whiskey brand? Okay. I know some of y'all just think it's Beyonce, but really she was doing this before Beyonce launched her whiskey. And so she paved the way for individuals like Beyonce to do something like that. And so, yeah, I just want to say, go girl, keep trailblazing, keep doing your thing, keep on opening doors for women of color, keep on being a light, keep on being an encouragement. And we really, truly appreciate you. The next one that I really, really love, this person, y'all, and she is a woman of color. She is from, as far as I know, one of her parents is Mexican. The other one is Puerto Rican. And so she is a woman of color, but she's from the Latina side. And I love that. I love that. Her name is Jasmine Star. And if y'all haven't heard of her, she's also in the entrepreneurship sector. And this is whose podcast I was listening to when I heard Fawn Weaver on her podcast. And so she's a podcaster. I want to get everything that she does. She's a world-class speaker, a thought leader, a podcast host, and a CEO and entrepreneur. And she has a phenomenal business, you guys. If you get a chance, go check her out. One thing that she did in 2024, I know it's 2025 now, but in 2024, she inspired me because she spoke at her alma mater for their graduation. And it inspired me so much, the things she was saying about how she was raised, what she came from, right? And you talking about somebody who really had to truly get it out the mud. This is somebody who had to do that. She had to really get it out the mud, and she had to really grind. Nothing was handed to her on a silver spoon. And her story is just so motivational and encouraging for a Latina woman to just go so far in business and to just be such a light and an encouragement. I'm telling y'all, listen to her podcast. If you don't do anything else to support her business, listen to her podcast. You're going to just get so many different business tips for all of my entrepreneur girlies out there. You're going to get so many different business tips, and you're going to really find yourself inspired. And for those of y'all who may be saying, I'm not an entrepreneur girly, but I do need inspiration from time to time. This is a podcast for you, because you're gonna get inspiration. You're gonna find hope. You're gonna hear different people's stories. You're gonna hear her story, and so I want you guys to go check out her podcast. It is called the Jasmine Star podcast. So if you look it up, it's a huge resource for you to just stay inspired throughout the year. Okay. All right. The next person, you guys, this is somebody that I really look up to as an individual. When you talking about podcasting, I look up to her podcast. I listen to her podcast on a regular basis. Her name is Alfred. Some of y'all may already listen to her. She's also nominated right now, I believe, for NAACP Image Award. And I just want to say, go girl! You nominated for NAACP Award for her podcast, Balanced Black Girl. Listen, I love this podcast, you guys. When it comes to mental health, it has done so much for me when it comes to mental health. And so it's definitely a podcast that you can listen to, and you can find yourself in other individuals. You may be thinking you're the only one going through certain mental health battles or certain situations, certain things. But I feel like this podcast is just, if I could say one thing, it's relatable. It's relatable. You can find yourself in the podcast. You can find yourself in everything that she's talking about. And I do really, really appreciate that. And when I can relate to something on such a first-hand note, y'all. And so if you're looking for like a wellness, mental health podcast, to all my single ladies, she does like some single lady content as well. I think she just had a podcast of talking about dating. And yeah, so it's a really, really good podcast for you to listen to. It's called Balanced Black Girl. So yes, and yeah, two of these individuals were podcasters. All right, y'all. The next one is another woman of color that's out here doing big things. I watched this show on Netflix called Owning Manhattan, and it's a show about realtors that sell in Manhattan, and it's so good. It's so good. But one thing that caught my attention on the show was there was this woman of color. She's from the Asian ethnicity, and she just was a force. Okay, she has sold over 600 million in closed real estate transactions. She has closed over $600 million. Okay, that is phenomenal, and she's fairly young. So her name is Maggie Wu. If you haven't seen the show, go watch the show. Super encouraging. I believe I don't know if she's going to be on the next season, because I think she ended up leaving and going to like a different realtor or brokerage. But the point that I'm trying to make is that she was someone who was coveted on the show. Like her boss was just like, she was the top seller. If she left, he knew that it was just gonna, like, he did everything he could to just keep her, and he was so hurt when she left. But it's not a lot of times where you see an individual like her who is sought after, right? From the Asian ethnicity, somebody who is making waves like that. And so I just wanted to really give her go girl, because it's amazing what she's doing. She's originally from Hong Kong. And I just think that is just so beautiful for her to be able to come here and do what she had to do to succeed in something so prominent as real estate. And so there's not a lot of doors opening. People aren't just giving you things. People aren't just giving you access. You got to go after it. And I believe she understood that mentality, and she has truly, went after it and not waited for anyone to give her a hand up. Right. And so people want her. People are looking for her. People are, giving her offers. If you watch the show, you'll see like people, really came to her and like was like, hey, like, we want you, we want you, we want you. And so, yeah, I think it's just a phenomenal thing when you can do that as a woman of color. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys. So I just want to give you guys, those were the top 5 women of color that I believe if you follow them this year. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. The last one is me. Yes. I gotta tell myself, go girl today. Okay. I gotta add myself into the mix. So that was top 4 that I follow, but I believe I am number 5, y'all. And I couldn't say this before, but now I can truly say this after just having um, relaunched the podcast. I've given y'all 5 great, amazing episodes. So if you haven't checked out the last 5 episodes, please go check them out. And I'm just in a place of where I am finding myself again. I remember last year, I was not in a good space, you guys. I had gone through some really, really hard things last year, some things that I couldn't really see the end of the tunnel when it came to my life. But thank God for my mentors. Thank God for the people in my life that really spoke life into me in a really bad place. When I was in a really bad place, they spoke life into me. But now I'm able to recoup. Like I said, I relaunched this podcast. It's going strong. It's going hard. Thank you for each and every person that is listening. I'm also in the midst of relaunching my business of Friendtic, which is Africa Authentic. And it's just been a journey, and I'm just so thankful that I'm able to do this. I've been preaching more. I've been still teaching the word of God. I'm also hosting a Crazy Praise Prayer Summit this year, which is going to be on March 8th. And I'm just like finding myself again and just being okay and content with who I am and who God called me to be. And so I want to give myself a go girl. And I want to say, I am a part of the top 5 women that is here to inspire you in 2025. And so, if you stay connected to this podcast, if you stay connected to the community, if you stay connected to the Pod For Yah Girl community, we going up this year. We are going to be inspired on a next level this year, and it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And so, yeah, go girls, go girls, go girls to all of y'all, to Fawn Weaver, to Jasmine Star, to Les Alfred, to Maggie Wu, to all of y'all who are phenomenal women of color that's out here shining, doing your things, and inspiring other women like me. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. And to all of y'all who allow me to inspire y'all, go girls, go. I am thankful. I don't take this position lightly. I appreciate y'all being here. If this is your first time, stay connected. If you have listened to this before and you're back again, I appreciate y'all, because it's because of y'all that this podcast is going to go to the top. So thank you so much. Quick plug, subscribe right now. Take a second to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take a second to follow the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to this on. If you're listening to it on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you're listening at, iHeartRadio, follow, and subscribe to this podcast, because you are going to be a part of the growth. And I'm here. I'm glad that you're here from the very beginning. All right, y'all, let's get into the Patt Your Weave segment. So the Patt Your Weave segment today is for a lot of women. The goal was never to be the first. Like, they didn't graduate from college saying, I'm trying to be the first. I'm trying to be the first. Or, they didn't do it to say, I'm trying to be the first, right? A lot of women, the goal was just to eat, to just put food on the table. The goal was just to leave hope and leave a sense of inspiration. Like, a lot of these women that I, were in the Go Girl segment, they weren't trying to just say, I'm the first to do this. I'm the first to do the Balanced Black Girl podcast. No, this is my passion. I'm the first to do Pod For Yah Girl. No, this is my passion, right? The hope was more to, maybe they wanted to break a barrier. Like for me, Pod For Your Girl, my passion is to really break barriers for women of color, right? Um, and and to keep going and to simply make it through. But there's a common stereotype that we can really truly break, um, of seeing ourselves as competition. And that's really what I want to talk about today. The stereotype of we have to be better than the next woman. And I can't shout out these women in my podcast because I have a podcast, and I can't give love to these women doing things because I'm trying to do something. And so the thing is, and the reason why I said a lot of these women, the goal was never to be the first, is because competition will try to creep in and make you feel like, oh, she's trying to be the first to do it. Let me try to outdo her. Let me try to. No, they just working in their passion. They just living their life. They just doing the things that they're supposed to be doing in this season. When competition creeps in, it tries to make us put each other against each other. And it creates these false narratives that we can't do something because someone else is doing it, or we can't do something because this is their goal. And I'm here to tell you that each and every woman that I listed in the Go Girl segment, they are not worried about me. And I'm not worried about them. I think that what they're doing is phenomenal, and I support them, and I'm thankful for them. But we're in no shape or form competition. And I think as women of color, we have to start to break that stereotype and start to create rooms and places and things that will allow us to support each other from where we're at and not as competition. Okay. And so I really, really want to say that today's Patt Your segment, today's Patt Your segment, I want you to pat your weave. Pat your weave. The next time you see a woman of color out here doing something, be like, okay, sis, I see you. I love you. I love what you're doing. And break the stereotype of, instead of patting your weave, you like this. Oh, what she thinks she doing? I was gonna do that. I was gonna, launch a podcast for Black women and for, no, like it's not about that. We got to start to break the stereotype of women of color who was the first to do it. Kamala was the first woman of color vice president, but she wasn't the first woman of color president. So now I can still go. I can still. No, get that spirit of competition out of your mind, out of your head, out of your sight. You got to get that away from you. So that is the Patt Your Weave segment. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I really want to spend more time on the faith-filled segment today because it's going to help combat that. Okay. So for the faith-filled segment today, I'm talking about the power of sisterhood in business. And so I want you guys to really be encouraged, to partner, to find a sisterhood, to find people that will encourage you, people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. And instead of looking at them like competition, y'all pour into each other and y'all help to refuel each other with faith. Okay. And so, yeah, I it's so many different things that I have to say about this. Number one is I couldn't have made it through last year, and I'm gonna shout out my mentor Ilka Murray, phenomenal woman of God, somebody who really truly poured into me last year. She just launched a program. Shout out to her new program where she's actually taken in more mentors and stuff like that. But I couldn't have made it without her last year, and I'm super thankful for her. And so who is that in your life? Do you have someone like that in your life where like dag, like this person, when I'm down, they can pour into me. When I'm not feeling it, they're going to give me what I need. When I'm going to do vice versa for them. If they need something from me, they can call me, they can get what they need. Who is that individual in your life? And so today, let's explore the power of sisterhood. Let's look into that a little bit deeper. What does it look like? Sometimes we may think it looks like a mentor, it looks like, a best friend, it looks like, an actual blood sister, right? But at the end of the day, when we take a look at the power of sisterhood, I really want to briefly highlight a few takeaways when how you can actually see, okay, this person is a sister to me and is a part of my sisterhood. How can we really see that? So there's a few takeaways. Number one is confidence. Are you getting confidence? Are you getting confidence from this relationship, this sisterhood, this connection? Are you getting confidence? Okay, are you getting confidence? Are you um built up to a place where you didn't feel like you could do something before, or you was hard on yourself before, and now you feel more confident in stepping out and doing it? Now you feel like you can take on the world. Now you feel like you can take on a challenge. Now you feel like you can overcome your lack of confidence. Confidence is key when it comes to a sisterhood. I believe if you partner and you link up with the right people, your confidence will be strengthened. Your confidence will naturally be overflowing, and you'll feel like you can do things and you can be the individual that you were always meant to be. Your confidence will be uplifted. So when you're looking at a sisterhood, when you're looking at a relationship and you're saying, does this sisterhood have power? Is it giving you confidence? And are you giving confidence? Because it's important to reciprocate, right? Now, it's one thing if they say, hey, I'm good. I'm good on the confidence. Like, I'm just here for you. That's a different story. But I really want you guys, when you're looking at your sisterhoods, when you're looking at, does this sisterhood really have the potential that I need it to have? Does it have the power? Confidence is one of those things that you're going to be receiving and you're going to be giving if you're in a powerful sisterhood. All right. Number two, there's going to be some cheering that's going to go on. There's going to be some cheering. You're going to have to cheer that person on. You're going to have to shout them out. You're going to have to tell them that they are encouraging you. Tell them that they're doing good. Tell them that they're doing great. Can you be a cheerleader? That's how you know that you have a powerful sisterhood, that y'all both cheering each other on. You're cheering me on. I'm cheering you on. I'm like, go, 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 go. Hey, 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 go, go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like really, really just cheering you on. Like, at the end of the day, are you cheering that person on? And if you're not, why not? And if they're not, why not? So maybe your sisterhood, you need to introduce a little bit of cheerleading into the mix. Okay. You need to introduce a little bit of cheering in there. And that's how you're going to know that this sisterhood is powerful, it's encouraging, it's amazing, it's wonderful, because you're cheering each other on. And that goes back to my first point of confidence, because if you're cheering me on and I'm cheering you on, it don't always have to be like you're giving me a deep, motivational, encouraging, powerful pep talk. No, if you cheer me on, I'm initially going to get confident. If you cheer me on and you saying, girl, you got this, I love it, this is wonderful, everything you do is wonderful, and I'm cheering you on, girl, you are amazing, look at your hair, look at your nails, you look good, sis, I love how you working it, and you're cheering each other on. Now guess what? The confidence is going to come. The confidence is going to come, and it's going to show up in both of your lives. And y'all are going to be able to move and maneuver and do things better. You're going to be better. You're going to be better. Okay? You are going to be better. All right? And so that's number two. Number three is you are going to learn how to receive. And so this is a powerful way to learn that your sisterhood is really working, because now it's not just about cheering you on when you're doing the good things, but it's also about telling you when you're doing something wrong and then receiving that. Because I'm your sister, I know you're doing something wrong. Hey, you guys, now we are going to have a word from our episode sponsors. Yes, you guys, we got sponsors. Check these amazing products out. Okay, let's talk about finding the best products for your business without breaking the bank. Whether you're just starting out or been running your side hustle for a while, sourcing quality, high quality, affordable products is key to growing and scaling your business. Okay, so that's why I'm excited to tell you about DH Gate. Yes, you guys, if you haven't heard of DH Gate, it's a one-stop online marketplace where you can find just about anything for your business at wholesale prices. From fashion, beauty products to electronics and home goods, DH Gate connects you directly with suppliers. Yes, y'all, so no middleman, helping you save on every order. I know how tough it is to keep costs low while still offering your customers top-notch products, but with DH Gate, you can do both. And the best part, they offer buyer protection, so you can shop with confidence knowing your purchases are safe. So if you're ready to stock up and save big, click the DH Gate link in this episode's description and start saving using DH Gate today. Guys, don't forget to use the discount code GOCHI and go check out Ritual right now. I promise y'all, I'm using this fertility support drink. It's a 3-in-1 drink, and it really does help you guys. Most of all, the taste is really, really good. I know you guys, some of y'all may have help while you are on this journey to motherhood, and you may be using products that don't taste as good, or that you don't really like to take on a daily basis. But let me tell you guys, this stuff, it tastes like lemon. You're gonna love it. And one of the things that I really love is that I take it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. And it gives me the confidence that I need to know that my body is going to do what it needs to do as we are preparing to bring our third child into the world. I'm not pregnant yet, but I'm super hopeful that within the next few months, with the help of Ritual, this 3-in-1 drink mix for fertility support, that I'm going to be getting the good news any day now. So I want you guys to definitely go over and check out Ritual. Go over and check out Ritual right now. And they have a lot of different supplements on their website, not just the 3-in-1 fertility support. So if you guys just need supplements for a day-to-day basis, for women, for teens, your teen girls, they have some amazing products on their website. And for everyone who is a part of the Pod For Yah Girl family, I want you guys to use the code GOCHI at checkout so you can save on your first order. Also, the link is in the description of this episode right now, so you could just head on over, click the link in this episode's description, head on over to Ritual and see their site, y'all. One of the best things about this brand that I love is that all of the ingredients are traceable. So if you're thinking about this fertility support drink mix, if you're thinking about this and you're family planning right now, it gives you the confidence to know, like, okay, I'm not just putting anything in my body, but I'm putting something in my body that I know where it comes from. So when you go on the website and you are getting ready to add your stuff to the cart, in the about, you'll be able to see where the ingredients come from, you guys. And I love it. It's amazing. This stuff is truly amazing. So please, please, please go check out the website. Check out the website. You got to have your daily dose of supplements and goodness and all of the things that you need to continue to drive your body, y'all. You can't do this alone. So go check out the website and start putting the nutrients back into your body. We pour so much out that we have to start to pour back into ourselves. And so, yeah, go check it out. Use the code GOCHI at checkout, or click the link in this episode's description so you can save at checkout. Hey girl, are you ready to turn that passion into a thriving online business? Whether you're just starting fresh or looking to grow what you've already built, Shopify is the platform that can make it all happen. I personally love how easy it is to use, even if you're not super tech savvy. From stunning website templates to powerful tools to manage inventory, payments, and shipping, Shopify has everything you need to run a successful business. And here's the best part, you don't need a big budget to get started. Shopify offers affordable plans to fit any stage of your business, and they've made scaling easy when you're ready to grow. So, if you're serious about taking your brand to the next level, it's time to stop waiting and start doing. Go ahead and click the Shopify link in this episode's description, and you can sign up or transfer your existing website to a Shopify site today. Trust me, you will not regret it. Let's make those business dreams a Shopify reality. All right, you guys, thank you guys. So you gotta have the hard conversations, okay? It's not just about having a friend that's always gonna cheer you on but never tell you when you're doing something wrong. That's not real friendship. If I sit here and I watch you fall and fail and I know that you have the ability to do better and I have the ability to bring out better in you, no, I'm gonna say something. So I'm giving y'all the permission to have a powerful sisterhood. If you see something, say something. Say it with me. If I see my sis doing something wrong, I'm going to say something. And then I'm going to come back and cheer her on. And then I'm going to make sure I'm implementing and giving her confidence that she needs to get through the situation. So we're not tearing each other down. I'm not tearing my sis down, but I'm recognizing that if this sisterhood is going to be powerful, it's going to, we're going to have to learn to receive some things from each other, which may be a hard conversation to have. And that's okay. We're going to get through it because this is a sisterhood. We're going to get through it because we truly love each other. We're going to get through it because we know that, we're trying to build each other up. We're trying to, be in each other's lives, and we want the best for each other. So to combat everything that we said in the Patt Your segment as far as competition, no, we're going to stifle that out and smudge that out with building powerful sisterhoods in this season. And when you have a strong sisterhood, I'm telling you, you guys, doing these things, making sure you're showing up and you're being there for your sisters. Listen, there's no reason why you shouldn't be growing all of 2025 and be inspired all of 2025. And if I could tell my younger self anything, I would learn that lesson earlier in life, that I need my sisters, I need them, and I want to build with them. How can I lift them up? How can I encourage them? And it's less about me and more about them. It's less about me, but it's more about trying to be there for them. And then knowing that in this powerful sisterhood, guess what? They're going to reciprocate that. They're going to reciprocate that. And so if you choose your sisters wisely, you guys are going to level up. This going to be the year that y'all level up. This going to be the year that y'all turn up. And y'all going to have an amazing, amazing boom and growth in your relationships, in your finances, in your lives, in everything around you, in your kids' lives, all because y'all decided that we're not going to compete, but we're going to have a strong sisterhood. All right. All right, you guys. So that's all I got for y'all on Pod For Yah Girl to this week. Watch this episode again. Share this episode with somebody. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. Pod For Yah _girl on Instagram. Ooh, look at me. I got that. See, y'all know it used to be a struggle. But subscribe on YouTube. If you listen to this audio, make sure you go back and watch it on YouTube and subscribe, and send this to a sister. Send this to one of your sisters that you want to be in your sisterhood and want to be in your community in 2025, and tell her it's up, baby. Let's go. We going up this year. And so I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of the Pod For Yah Girl sisterhood. Thank you for being a part of the Pod For Yah Girl community.
Pop for your girl.
That's right, the podcast.
It's pop for your girl.
We got to go out.
Pod For Yah Girl.